Welcome to my channel, Let's Get Luxe. My name is Jamie and I'm so excited that you could be here with me today, but I'm not so excited about what's bringing us together today. I think we all know that this was somewhat inevitable. As of February 28th, 2018, Louis Vuitton raised its prices on a lot of its products, including a lot of its really popular bags and SLGs. During this video, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about the Louis Vuitton price increase, including what the company line is that client services is using, some of the price increases on the popular bags, and a little bit of intel on the future direction of Louis Vuitton. Before I launch into the details, just a small request. If you like this video, please consider liking or subscribing down below. Also, please consider commenting down below. I'd be really curious to know that if you like this type of information. I'm curious to know if I should do it in the future. If people like it, I would be happy to do it. But if no one's really that interested except for me, then I might not. Before I do this, I do want to say that this price increase does make me want to buy like everything on my list so that I'm not subject to future price increases. I wish I were in a position to do that, but I'm not, so that won't be happening. And I also feel like I'm just starting to build my collection and I'm really loving it, and I want to do it thoughtfully and over time, and I want to savor it. So it probably wouldn't be a good idea for me to, binge buy a whole bunch of things just to avoid future price increases. But I have a feeling I'm not the only person who's feeling that way, so I'm with you. I get it. So when I first decided that I was really interested in this information, I called Louis Vuitton Client Services on the off chance that they happened to have a beautiful list with all of the information I was seeking. I knew it was a long shot, but I figured it would save me so much time and work, it was worth a quick phone call. The first person I talked to, he actually wasn't sure how to respond to me about the price increase. He first wanted to find an email that had been sent to all of the client services, gave a little bit of guidance as to what the price increase entailed. So once he found that email, he conveyed to me what the Louis Vuitton line was. The line went something like this. There was a price adjustment to the leather pieces of Louis Vuitton, and some of the items affected were the popular ones like the artsy and the graceful. But the bags are still at a good price point, and the increase shouldn't affect the Louis Vuitton clientele much. When I followed up to ask him about the increase in the ALMAs, he quoted me a price, but he only quoted the leather price increase. It almost sounded from talking to him that there really wasn't much of a price increase on the canvas pieces. So after I completed my research, there were a couple of questions I had. So I called client service again, and this time obviously I got someone different. The information she gave me was completely different. So she said that every single item on the Louis Vuitton website had gone up in price. Nothing was spared. So I asked her, there's this one piece I was thinking about, and it was the mini pochette accessoire. And she said, well, it was $300 and it went up to $310. I just happened to know that it was $310 at the end of last year, and it's still $310. So that was actually something that has not gone up, and the information I received from client services was incorrect. So I'm not criticizing client services in either category, in the how they're characterizing the price increase, or a mistake that someone might have made. I'm just saying take some information with a grain of salt, because you just never know, and people make mistakes. And that being said, I also want to say that even though I definitely did my best to try and put together a good list, I definitely might have made some mistakes in there, and it was a little bit difficult to find some of these before prices. So again, take my list with a grain of salt, just like you would take anyone else's list. Now to get into why you're really here, which I'm sure is to find out how the bags that we know and love were affected by this price increase. I'm going to go through the different categories of popular bags and tell you how much they went up by category. If you're interested in a list where I go bag by bag, I'm linking my blog down below. I'm going to put a list on my blog where it's a little more broken down into each particular bag. I just didn't think you had all the time in the world to go through every specific bag here. So here are a few of the lowlights. Here we go. So for the Speedy in canvas, no matter what the size, they all went up $50. For the Speedy bandoliers, no matter what the size, and no matter if they were an empreinte leather or canvas, they went up $60. The NEVERFULL in the canvas, no matter what the size, went up $60. The NEVERFULLs in the epi leather went up $40. All of the keep-alls went up $70 except for the largest size, which went up $80. The CAPUCINES BB went up $150 from $4,400 to $4,550. The CAPUCINES MM stayed the same price. The ARTSY in canvas went up $40. The ARTSY and Empreinte leather went up $50. The twist in Epi leather stayed the same price in all sizes. The ALMA, depending on the size and the material, went up between $30 and $40. The favorite PM went up $25 and the favorite MM went up $35. So I'm particularly disappointed about this one because I was so excited that something on my wish list, the favorite MM, it's very popular, it's gorgeous, and it's under $1,000, so I felt like it was attainable. So this one hurts a little bit, and I'm not really sure why that $1,000 threshold is so meaningful to me. It's a little bit arbitrary, but it is, and so I'm a little disappointed about that one. The Graceful PM in Canvas went up $30, the Graceful MM went up $50. The Pochette Felicie went up $35 in the Canvas, $40 in the Empreinte leather, but stayed the same price in the Vernis leather. The Pochette METIS in Canvas and Reverse Canvas actually did not go up, but I think that's because it went up recently, I think at the end of last year already. However, the Pochette METIS and Empreinte leather did go up by $90. The PALLAS in Canvas went up $50 and the PALLAS BB went up $60. Let's go now to the SLGs. The Zippy coin purse in Epi leather only went up $5. The 6 key holder did not go up at all. I think the 4 key holder didn't go up either, though I didn't actually look into that one. I'm kind of just guessing. The mini pochette accessoire, which is the one I mentioned earlier, that was $310, is still $310, so it did not go up. However, the pochette accessoire NM went up from $500 to $525. The Jean wallet in Canvas went up $15. The Josephine wallet in Canvas also went up $15, and the Sarah wallet did not go up at all. So there you have it. That's the good with the bad, mostly bad. I think I looked at close to 60 pieces and 48 of them had gone up in price. So that's pretty huge. There's another video on this topic and it talks a little bit more about bandeaus and shoes and a few different things that I didn't cover. So I'm gonna link that down below. About some intel, which a lot of you already know, but I just wanted to mention it for those of you who don't. Louis Vuitton is making a shift where they're really focusing on leather instead of canvas. So for example, I just visited a Louis Vuitton store and pochette leather came up in the course of conversation with my SA, and we were looking around the stores so we could find an example of canvas with pochette leather, and there was nothing on display. And she mentioned we are actually encouraged not to put out the classic canvas with the pochette leather on display. They really want us to put out the leather bags. I even heard a rumor, though, I can't imagine this is true, but I heard a rumor that they're not gonna carry canvas in the store anymore. They're only gonna carry leather. I mean, I don't know. I know as much as the next person. So anyway, that is just a little bit of intel for us all to keep in mind. And the last note that I wanted to give to you was that I know that it's a little bit discouraging when there are price increases. We all have our wish lists and our plans, and yes, the price increases do throw a bit of a wrench into those, but luxury brands, Gucci, Hermes, Chanel, all of them raise their prices periodically, and as I mentioned in a previous video, building a luxury collection really is a marathon, so you have to kind of take these things in stride. And you always have options. There's always gonna be the Preloved market, like Fashion File, the RealReal, Vestiaire Collective. They all are wonderful consignment websites where you can buy these beautiful luxury bags, often in incredible condition. So I'm actually going to be linking down below some of the bags that I mentioned from the Louis Vuitton website. I'll provide the Louis Vuitton website, but I'll also provide some of the alternatives from some of these Preloved websites. And the other thing is, if you end up seeing a bag that just gets a little bit too expensive, you feel like it's out of reach, don't worry, there's always another bag that's gonna come along that can make your heart sing just as much as that other one did. So don't be too discouraged. I'm definitely trying not to get too discouraged, despite the fact that my wish list just got a little more expensive or valuable, let's say valuable. I think that it's just something that comes with the territory, and it just means that we have a really great taste. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.